This video will cover chapter 10.1 classwork, the practice problems, and we'll be looking at number 5 and 6. So if you got hung up on either of these problems, please refer to this video. I'll start out with number 5. You'll see we have x squared over 2 plus 3x over 2 minus 10 over 2 equals 0. Question is, what can we do to make this look easier? Well, since they're all being divided by 2, we're going to multiply by 2. So we're going to multiply everything in the equation by 2. So when I do 2 times x squared, I get a 2x squared, but then I divide by 2, they cancel, and it gives us just x squared. When we do 2 times 3x over 2, 2 times 3x is 6x, but divided by 2 gives us 3x again. And then at the end here, 2 times 10 is 20, divided by 2 is 10 again, so we have minus 10. And then 2 times 0 is going to give us 0 on the other side. So x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Now you can use your quadratic formula, or you can factor. I'm going to go ahead and factor this one. Right, you can use your box and your diamond. When you do it, you should end up with, you've got x's in the front. You should end up with a 5 and a 2. This should be a positive 5, and this should be a negative 2 on there. So x plus 5 times x minus 2 equals 0. Set each of those equal to 0 and finish solving for x. So x equals negative 5 and x equals positive 2. And you can take it and check it by plugging it in. For time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that that is correct. Let's look at number 6. For number 6, we have 160x squared minus 90 equals 0. So as you look at that, it's a quadratic for sure. You could factor it a couple different ways. So what I'm going to do here is try to make the numbers a little bit smaller, because I can see here that this one ends in 0, and so does this, right? So it looks like here that we can divide all of the terms by 10. Right, so let's just turn that into a division to have divided by 10, divided by 10, and divided by 10. 160x squared divided by 10 is going to be 16x squared. 90 divided by 10 is going to be 9. And then 0 divided by 10 is 0. Now you still have a couple options for solving this. I think some of you are capable of factoring here, and I will show you, in case you forgot what a difference of squares is. I'm going to go ahead and put my 0x in the middle, and now this should be factorable. I'm going to factor this down here. I've got my box, I've got my diamond, I've got 16x squared, negative 9. When I multiply those together, I get negative 144x squared, and 0x. So the two numbers I need to multiply to give me a negative 144, and then add to give me 0. So we're looking at negative 12x and positive 12x. Let's throw those in over here. 4x goes into both of those. 4x times 4x gives us 16x squared. This 4x times a negative 3 gives us negative 12x. This 4x times a positive 3 gives us this positive 12x. And then we can see 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. So this factored into 4x minus 3 times 4x plus 3. And we'll just finish solving using our zero product property. Set each factor equal to 0. We get 4x equals 3, which means when we divide each side by 4, x equals positive 3/4. And same thing with the other one. We have 4x should equal negative 3, and then if we divide by 4, you're going to get x equals negative 3/4. And for time's sake, I'm going to let you know here, That is the correct value. If you plugged it back in, you could see that. But if you have additional questions on that, please make sure you reach out.